So we can just begin by starting to take some slow, deep, clearing breaths. Starting to drop in already. It's just sending something to focus here. And we're going to start by, if you so choose, you can close your eyes and starting to relax deeply into your chair, into your home, wherever you're at right now, if anyone has joined here. Super, super grateful for we know right now there is no better place to be other than here now. These slow, beautiful, deep cleansing breaths. We are in mantra, sacred ancient Sanskrit mantra and meditation together. So we're going to be doing some of both. We're going to be moving into some beautiful, deep, slow breaths to start our breath work together. Really a continuation for anyone who was able to be at service today. We are continuing to drop into our beautiful breath and connect to our heartbeat next to our hands. If you feel comfortable to place your hands next to your heartbeat. And start to feel this gentle, slow undulation happening with your heartbeat. Perhaps today you can start to feel, is your heart beating kind of fast? Or is it more of a slow, rhythmic heartbeat? These slow, rhythmic breaths connecting possibly to wherever your heartbeat is at this moment. For example, our heart can change in its rhythm based on how we're feeling, right? So we have these different frequencies, some 432 hertz energy, or we have 444 hertz energy. We have these different powerful frequencies that you can even find in vibrations of music. So our system literally vibrates and moves with the frequency of what we're feeling, what we're experiencing. Some of us, we know when we're really excited, we start to feel our heart start to beat faster. And so someone would say, oh, scientifically just the blood's flowing more to the heart. That's not really all that's occurring. Our heart responds to what others feel. It responds to this truth that, as you know, they say sometimes two hearts that beat as one. You might even see this in a beautiful card. Right? These two hearts that beat as one. We start to feel ourselves and who we're with, and perhaps based on the deeper connection we have with them, our hearts can sync up. So it's true that the depth of this work within connection to our breath, into our heart, it truly is profound. So right now, taking a moment as you're breathing in, just noticing, where is your energy at right now? Is it easy to breathe? Is your heart in this kind of beautiful, slow, rhythmic beat? Kind of this deeper rhythmic beat? Or can you feel that it might be experiencing some sort of skip? Or maybe sometimes we can skip our heartbeat, can skip a beat. How fascinating. And so if you would please, before we begin to go deeper into our opening prayer, maybe even connect now into the timeline you've been in recently, right? This amazing timeline. We've begun the year of the horse a short time ago. We are now in the year of the horse and this incredible astrological energy and support to us. There's so many different pieces of that puzzle. We could just dive into that for the entire time. It's all in support to our beautiful, soulful evolution, growth, and expansion. So taking these slow, gentle, deep breaths, connecting to your heartbeat next to your hands. And as you're kind of connecting into your soul, right? Right now we're asking you to drop in a little deeper, not just to your heartbeat, a little bit deeper now. We're going to take those 2 steps back when you're ready, behind your heart, into the space of your beautiful seat, the seat of your soul. Really feeling yourself dropping into that space, this sacred, transcendent, luminous, bright, brilliant space where your soul's light exists. We do this to start our time together as we wish for us to all learn here together in this class, as well as all around the world, that we can live here, we can lead from here, we can just be here. And from here, we can exude our light. So what we're doing in this class is we're removing any remaining cobwebs that have settled upon our light through the wonderful assistance of mantra and meditation today. So as we were sharing, as you connect into your soul, see if you can just drop into your soul's light now, letting your breath help you to take those 2 beautiful, brave steps back behind your heart, landing in that space now, dropping in as deeply as possible. This quiet, relaxed space behind your heart. Feeling yourself just basking in there now. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to be. Nothing to become. Nothing to appear as. See if you can sense and feel right here. There is no fear. There is no worry. There is no doubt. There is no duality. There is no right. There is no wrong. There simply is this beautiful, precious moment right here, right now. You getting to be as you be in this precious space of oneness and spaciousness and everythingness and nothingness wrapped into one totality, this unique frequency that is yours. The beautiful heartbeat was basically acting as the doorway into your soul's light now. Tapping in, feeling into your wonderful, sacred, unique frequency that exists within your heart, exists within your soul. Some of the work we've done before is connecting into our soul's light as a way to learn about our soul's lessons, our soul's purpose, our soul's mission. And in this moment, we're asking for you to start having a deeper connection with your soul in a unique way, literally asking your soul, what is my unique frequency? What is the tune? It's almost like you're tapping into the remembrance that we're this harmonic field of resonance, and we are, each one of us hold like a special, unique tune, like we are part of a tuning sensation right now. What is that? And this is a beautiful practice of literally speaking to your soul, right? Hey, dear soul, what is my unique, beautiful frequency that I hold? Yeah, what is it? Please share. What is it? What is this kind of rhythm that I hold? Maybe it's like you can feel soul saying, hey, you've got this like really loving frequency that folks really need to experience. Like you have a unique way that you love. Your frequency holds this purity to it. Or maybe your soul's saying something like, yeah, you've got this beautiful way that you love to love. And it's got this innocence that is exhibited within that frequency. Or maybe it's something around your genuine, unique power that you hold. right? The way that you hold it and share it with the world, somehow maybe it just unifies people. They just feel safe in that powerful field of your energy. No one feels threatened. These are just examples. We're going to take a moment and let your beautiful soul share with you the uniqueness of your frequency, right? This is a special moment of just dropping in, right? You're just in that transcendent, luminous space. You're just feeling and seeing that light behind your heart. If you're not already dropped into that beautiful light, again, it could be white light, it could be diamond white light, it could be a color right now. Maybe your soul wants you to see yourself as a rainbow today. Your soul's bright as a rainbow. Whatever, right? So right now you're kind of experiencing something new. It's like your soul saying, let me share more of the multifaceted awesomeness of your soul when it's shining and it's all its color, all its form, specifically tapping into your frequency that you're holding pretty much on a consistent basis, most likely these days. Maybe there's a couple different notes to your frequency that you're starting to tap into. So taking those slow, deep breaths, we're going to take a few moments of quiet stillness within. And just connecting into your soul, asking that question, and letting your soul speak to you. And can you just embrace that beautiful, loving response, whatever you're getting? Maybe you even want to embrace it with just so much curiosity, like interesting. This beautiful dropped-in state of receptivity and just surrender whatever you hear. And so if you so choose now, just notice that your soul is inviting you to kind of tap into, you've got your individual unique frequency, and maybe there's some folks around you that you've also kind of invited as maybe your soul experience, your tribe, your community. You can feel it. They're around you, they've gathered. Maybe some of them are not so much within this frequency of this light yet. Maybe they're kind of like over there and they kind of like, here's your close group, and then there's some over here. Maybe they're friends and family they don't get to hang with as much, or maybe you aren't traveling in this specific frequency. And in this moment, your soul's just saying, take a look at how that's been created. Has it caused any, division, or has there just been this honoring of going, oh yeah, these are just the folks I kind of spend the most time with, and I can share all of me, this specific wonderfulness of myself that I'm learning about, with all of them whenever it's appropriate. So this is also bringing in this remembrance that yes, we are connected to all the time, truly, and we also have our unique frequency that we share with our tribe or community that just feels really good to be a part of, perhaps like coming to unity. And that even though that might be true, that you are like an antenna, a conduit of the light. Your soul is just ready to share this uniqueness of who you are with all of them, because it just is what's happening. So you can start to trust and know that no matter what your group looks like, perhaps, this ripple effect of the remembrance of your power and your potential to share your unique frequency with others is always happening. So how vital is it to remember that you are vibrating as this magnificent light and frequency all the time. So if there's anything right now that's stopping you, you can feel it. Some part of yourself now has rose and says, yeah, I'm the one that's had a hard time with this. Maybe there's a child part now. the part of you that has had a challenge remembering what we're talking about. Like there's some sort of limit. Maybe it's the child that still has some sort of pain, or almost like the armor that we can put around our heart, or this concern or worry that if we share this frequency of light and energy with them, that they might discard it, not like it, judge it, somehow degrade it. Some part of yourself saying, yeah, I don't always feel like I can share it in with humans because they may not be able to hold it or receive it, and they might even discard it, and then I might judge myself or feel like maybe what I have to share isn't really unique and divine after all. Is there any part of yourself that exists still within you, really hasn't felt very integrated yet, that's been holding any challenge with what we're speaking of? That maybe as a young child, there was some part of you that said, you know what, maybe it isn't safe to share my brilliance. Maybe I'm just kind of different. I gotta just zip it up. I gotta dim my light. Let's take a moment and see if you can feel any non-integrated energy. You've got your soul here. We're calling in here now all angels, all guides, all archangels, all divine higher beings into our energy work right now. Please assist all souls here together, helping us know and realize that we are completely supported to just see it, feel it, bring any part of ourselves forward right now, and know that she or he is being completely held by the divine so beautifully, so lovingly, to just be heard and seen right now. Deep, slow breaths. Feeling that you are now being invited to just feel and see any part of you that's literally been still needing something. Needing attention, needing love, needing affection, needing to be heard, needing to be seen. Maybe it's just compassion, like there's pain here that some part of yourself has been holding till this moment, right? So you just bring her or him into your vision. Often it's being shared by spirit based on the group. Just to be thorough, right? Just to be thorough, like, yeah, I've done a lot of this work. It's interesting. Another part has come today, and that humbleness that brings into our system, that humility, like, wow, yeah, there is another, oh, wow, there's another layer. I have a part of myself that still fears what people will think of me if I do whatever I am guided to bring forth or do, specifically of my divine service I am here to offer. Or maybe there's some sort of worry that if I was to bring forth my full potential and light, that group we were speaking of earlier would change. Maybe I wouldn't be able to hang with them. I'd have to find new people. And notice that if that's anything that's coming up, these are just examples. Is it possible that's been coming forth today a bit, most importantly came forth at a young age? It's just like a thread of energy that moved into a belief system. The truth is that we can transcend all beliefs. We don't have to have updated beliefs. We can move into what's called truth, the way, the light. Inside your soul, the truth, the way, the light exists always. So please, with that golden soul of yours, see that part of yourself, feel that part of yourself, is if there is one. If there's not, just keep being bathed by your soul's light, and just say to this part of yourself, if there is one here, I see you. I feel you. I hear you. And do just take a moment, a beat, listen. Listen to this part of yourself. What does he or she wish to say to you in this moment? And if there's any feeling or emotion rise, just letting it move. I hear you. I listen, just listening intently. And just ask, if there was something that you specifically need right now to help soothe this voice, this pain, this energy. What would it be? There might be a genuine, loving need. What might that be right now? And can you give it to your child? Can you give it to this energy that is really just part of you? Just been kind of hanging out waiting to become fully a part of you, integrated in fact. Can you give this love? Can you give this attention? Can you give the voice? Can you give maybe assurance, reassurance, whatever it might be? These again are just examples. Whatever your child genuinely needs. Slow, deep breaths. And if there's something that feels like can't be given in this moment, like, oh, I need some more time with you. This is something that needs to be cultivated over time, or there's some sort of commitment some part of yourself is asking for, like, hey, hang out with me for a few days. I want to keep sharing some stories. Or maybe your child's saying, hey, I'd love for you to journal on a daily basis. I want to tell you how I've been feeling. Maybe there's a cultivation of trust that is needed that will require a few extra days. And that is normal to occur at times. And maybe there's even a child that's fully open to receive what you're giving and still wants this commitment. Parts of us can be like, hey, I need some more internal connection. And we will move into an integration here in a moment. And again, we do not ever force this process. It's for whatever part or parts of ourselves that are ready to receive this light and energy and healing and are ready to integrate. If they are not, you will know. This soul once spent a week or two, I suppose, with a part of herself, journaling, crying, sharing, before she would ever feel ready to integrate into my soul, to this soul's heart and soul. It was a definite moment where we checked back in, and yeah, it was time. But it took a moment. This too can happen. So let's take a slow, deep breath. Once more asking, is there anything else here? Is there any other part of myself that needs attention or a voice at this time? Really feeling the divine support and love that's here, holding your whole system. Perhaps it's a voice of the adult self. These days, some sort of stress, maybe there's been pressure. You can feel it's like, oh yeah, I've been feeling this like voice of, you better do that, or you're gonna fail, or I gotta keep going, I gotta serve, some sort of pressure or pushing, or just feeling like, oh no, maybe that's coming from somewhere else. Maybe it's still coming from a place of not feeling good enough or not worthy, or fear of failure, fear of success, whatever it is. Maybe there's been some of that going on. One last moment to really see then your adult self now, right? Just like bring her or him in front of you. Same process. I see you. I'm right here with you. You might even give some understanding, like, gosh, if we're learning about some parts of ourselves that were young that we're holding this, it's really understandable that we've been holding in this long, and even it's been kind of interesting why we still would be. It makes a lot of sense that now we understand that really some of this energy has come from a long time ago when a seed was planted, possibly with mom or dad or world, and we just didn't know how to process it or let it go. So can you hold your adult self now, this beautiful present self, in this moment with so much understanding, love, compassion, and even also offering a chance for your adult self to share a voice here? Anything else? Really being thorough, yeah, I have been feeling this, or I have been worrying about this, or fearing this. Slow, deep breaths. Really feeling yourself now. Right? It's really your soul here with spirit, embracing your adult self here and just holding you. So much divine love is here, and understanding, and feel the compassion too. And you might even feel your adult self coming into the light of your soul when you're ready. Like, really invite your adult self. We'll work with the child next. Say, hey, is it time now to come into my heart, come into this soul of ours? Feeling that there is a process, again, just like with the child, of feeling really easy or flowing and welcoming, or maybe there's a moment of, oh, I need a little bit more of this. I'm going to need some journaling, or I need some time at the beach. You need to have some more fun. Maybe there's a recommendation. You're literally your adult self saying, hey, I'm going to need you to bring some more balance in. This beautiful balance of prayer or meditation or playing in nature or heading to the beach and just sitting in the sand. Maybe nature is the invitation. These are all, again, just examples. What is the invitation for balance from your adult self? And why do we seek balance? Why do we wish for balance? That's what fills our cup up so we can keep loving and serving. A couple more slow, deep breaths. Again, if already your adult self's like, I got a part of me here that just wants to dive right into my soul right now. I'm just ready for my whole self to dive into my soul's light. Beautiful. Well, the child, you can feel your child, or maybe there's children. They're like, yeah, I'm feeling this welcoming, and they're feeling already, you can feel them moving into your soul. It's like you're gathering your whole self, your adult self, your child self, this beautiful holistic process. And you're saying, I love you so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for your tolerance. Please, please let us unify. Come into the space behind my heart. Come into my soul. Let us be one, not separate, not integrated, fully one. It is true that a big part of this journey is the full dissolve of our identity, our self, into our soul's light. So we're inviting in that potential and possibility of more of your true self, your capital S self, to come online through the dissolve of all remaining lower self into the space behind your heart now. Slow, deep breaths. Surrendering to this process, surrendering to the grace that is here to become more integrated, a whole capital S self. No more separation, no more division between you and any part of yourself. As much as possible today, we are working with divine timing, divine orchestration. A few more moments quietly within. This beautiful integration, this process of just allowing yourself to be graced with the miraculous possibility of so much immersive healing happening within you that is causing just an ultimate dissolve of all remaining identity. The mask that we wear for safety, for power, for security. That you realize in this moment that within your soul, everything is here. Unlimited potential, power, possibility, and the unlimitedness of your potential to just be rather than do, and that be more than enough. In your beingness, your magnificent light can shine. Slow, deep, clearing breaths. Just a few more moments in our meditation together. Surrendering a little deeper now, dropping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel that you're being wrapped in the wings of the angels that are here, being held in a crucible of divine, pure light and love. There is nothing that you need to do, simply letting go and allowing yourself to experience the healing that is available to you at this time. We thank you to join in this moment of sharing our closure to the meditation, just feeling yourself coming back into your body. We thank you so much, dear Spirit. We thank you so much for this time in meditation, the healing, the clearing that has occurred and will continue to for the rest of our time together. Thank you to the angels, the guides, to the beautiful archangels, to all the beautiful beings of light that have been here with us already. We ask you to continue to grace our space and anyone and everyone that has experienced this in the space, as well as we ask that you to amplify this energy beyond this space to this sacred sanctuary. Let the ripple effect of our hearts now extend outward. We may even be able to see that light extend outward now that there's more light within us. You might even notice and feel the light becomes like a vibratory frequency that is leaving your heart, your soul, extending to your neighbor, to this sanctuary, to this beautiful sanctuary, to the people that work here, the beloved volunteers, your friends, your family, to all the folks who work here, love to be here, the participants that were here today, the contributors, the supporters, the collaborators of this space, as well as moving outward beyond this space to our city, to this beautiful city and beyond our city now, rippling outward to all souls in our city, whether they are in this space with us or not, moving out beyond our city into our beautiful country, letting your beautiful vast soul light, the the electromagnetic field of resonance and frequency that has been developed in this space that is still here even since our service, that's still in this room, to move beyond to our country. Watch it move, watch it wrap around our country right now. Trusting and knowing that this ripple effect that is happening is helping the many that you will never even know how it did, and you don't need to know. Continue the ripple effect beyond your country, now to our beautiful world. Move to the world. We're going quickly here. Spirit is asking us to go directly to the world, the beautiful world that we are in, this glorious world, wrapping our frequency, this collective frequency we have created here together around the world. This glorious work that's happening right now within you, extending so vastly and beautifully outward to our world. You can imagine and seeing this light, this integrated light that's wrapping around our world. It's helping in such beautiful ways. The oceans, the mountains, the creatures, the peoples all around the world, the ones that are receptive, they might even be in prayer and meditation right now. They're like, I feel this. There's this tapestry being interwoven around the world with this light right now. We're connecting into the planetary grid, the unity matrix, this interwoven auric field of the earth. She is rejoicing in this work. Thank you, thank you. I hear her saying thank you for your beautiful souls, remembering your vast potential to do this light work as you're doing right now. Feels so good. There is no limit to your light. If you so choose, we're going to move it beyond our world into the galaxies, the cosmos we go. Seeing this vast, amazing light flooding through the solar system, through the galaxies, through the universes, into the cosmos. Feeling this vast, unlimited spaciousness. It's almost like all of us and all the planets have become like little scintillating starry lights. We are literally now tapped into this omniscient, omnipresent, omniscient, beautiful presence of God in the cosmos as we speak. This powerful dropping in to the ultimate spaciousness beyond form. What we are all made of. This is it. You might even see like a light field, this vast, wild, amazing, like almost like a starship of light crossing the globe, above the globe in the solar system. You see this glorious frequency of light that is beyond any light you've ever seen. This is the essence of God. As you see, it is not a form. God is asking us to invite in the remembrance that we are all made of a star. We are literally made out of the explosion of a heart of a star, of stardust, in connection to the earth. This whole powerful, amazing, like beautiful remembrance of our unlimited potential, because we are not just a body. We are part of the universe. We are made of the universe. The universe is traveling through us, these cosmic beings of light. So wherever there has been a part of yourself that came forward that did not know this, trust and know that a few more remember it now. Taking a moment to bask in God's light, seen in this visual form, hanging out in the cosmos together, this cosmic light. Taking a moment to feel the vibration of universal love flowing through you now. Universal love streaming through your body, through your cells, through your bones, through your blood, through your organs. Your whole body being flooded with universal love. As well now, universal truth flooding through your whole being, wrapped around you. It's vast in its nature, so it doesn't really feel like it wants to hang in you, around you. Most likely, again, it's just like an exuding light that's crossing across the path of the many that you care about. You can bring them into your consciousness with this universality at this time. Again, why is this so vital that we remember it and share it like we're doing right now? It's like little seeds can get planted in the people that we love, like little seeds that can germinate. And they will. And you can know this because your light is moving into the frequency, especially with the ones that you love and care about, because you have existed within a similar frequency, possibly for some time, because they are your soul community, soul tribe, existing in a similar vibration. And for those who have not felt again that they were a part of that universality, you can move it beyond to them now. We shall love all peoples, for we are all a part of the same fabric. Even the members of the family that we have not felt like we've spoken to much lately, or the friends that we have maybe not shared this with in a while, or even the potential supposed enemies that we thought, I can't send this to them. Yes, you can. Just let it move. We've heard of miraculous stories when we've sent love, especially the ones we most have a challenge working with, calling you directly after a meditation. Having them call and suddenly say, I'm so sorry. Most amazing things can happen. Actually getting an apology for someone that you never heard it from, you thought you never would. Not that it heals everything, but amazing things can happen. We especially send it to the ones that we have not felt close to somehow. So just a few more moments of letting your expansive light do its glorious work, sending it to the many, sharing it with all. So we thank you once again, dear Spirit. Thank you. We're going to close up this energy work portion and meditation for now. We thank you. And we ask you to bless our systems with the continued remembrance of all that came forward here now. And if we ever forget, any part of us comes online that still needs the assistance to come into this light and remembrance, we ask you please to support us, nudge us back into our soul's light, to the truths that we may be able to expand and share it with the many. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. You get a one-on-one today with me in person. And, oh, well, Jem's receiving back there. Yay. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, well, I would love it if we had an opportunity to share a little bit together, if you'd be open to it. Yeah. So I'm just feeling into, that experience and kind of, the day together. And, I know we took on a kind of a more of a cosmic meditation. I was like, well, I guess Eric's ready for that. So is Jim back there. So I would love to hear more of your insights or whatever came forward for you that felt interesting to share. And I do hope that, I know this is recorded, so I'd like to share with a few other people afterwards too. So it's so helpful that we get this out into the world more and these experiences can be shared. So would you be open to that?
Yes.
Yay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Reagan. That was absolutely cosmic and wonderful. Wow, I was really transported. I've been spending more time, really lately, when I say in the last week, really being in connection with that soul group or soul tribe. They welcomed me in this week in a way that they hadn't before, and communication. And in your meditation, I was able to just kind of be in that space with them there, not really saying much of anything. We were just, it's like an energy space.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you've been talking about today is energy and heartbeat and just going out there and then taking the light that we all are, the soul light, and sending it out all across the land, the world, the planets, cosmic. I really appreciate that because it's where the soul really feels like the soul is living through me and getting to really express itself. So those are some of the themes that came up for me during that meditation.
Mm-hmm. Can you share more about the soul group aspect? What you're feeling that's like the download you're getting about your soul group?
Yeah, I'm just getting to know them in my life, and like I said, this week was the first time that I'd been there before, where we sit around this table on the silver planet, and I'd been there before in meditation, but never spoke to the people sitting around me at the table. And this week they introduced themselves and said, we were just making sure you felt safe. Kind of say hello.
Yeah.
And we're your soul family, your soul group, and we've been together with you on many lifetimes and in between.
Like your
lives.
spirit team.
Yeah, spirit team.
More of the ethereal, not 3D version.
Right.
Yes, I want to be clear. That's why I want to bring that into clarity. Mm-hmm.
So for today with you, I've been able to just kind of drop back into that space with them and just relax, not really talking about anything, just feeling safe, relaxing in that space, getting the vibration, and like you said, sending the light.
Yeah.
Because that's where my soul feels really comfortable and safe now, because
Yeah.
life has so many struggles. I have stuff going on at work, and we all have our lives here in 3D that can be stressful, but going to this place has been really supportive.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. So it's both a combination, as I'm hearing from you, that it's both the not 3D spirit team, right? And then your spirit group here, Unity perhaps, and any friends and family. And we're right, we have both. And I think what I'm hearing from spirit, from God really, is to help us remember that both exist. And so we are just as much when we have our eyes closed, we can also have that experience with humans. But that's been the challenge on our planet. It's been the relationships. There's been a lot of challenge in relationships because a lot of this has not been known. So we're often, there's parts of us, as you know, that are just really trying to get that in our relationships still, right? Like these needs, these genuine needs that we went into during the meditation, that they're like, well, some part of myself, I don't know why, I'm still trying to get approved of, or I'm still trying to get this love that I've been seeking outside of me, right? So it's gotten a lot of our planet and human relationships into a little bit of a challenging situation, because a lot of people, maybe they've even given up on relations sometimes. They're like, well, no, I will never, I don't have a dear friend. I'm never getting married again. I'm never doing that again. Just not understanding how this whole thing works. So what at least I know I've felt has been so nourishing is, of course, the more that we have that spiritual connection internally with our spirit team and with the divine, we're not experiencing the neediness for humans to give it to us, although it's a beautiful thing to experience the genuine needs being met, like, being in a healthy relationship with someone. And then there's compassion that's online when you're feeling like you're hurting. There's affection when you feel like if you're with your mate and they're like, oh, you want a hug, and your friend gives that to you. Our physical body is what's happening in the 3D, especially, right? All bodies are happening. Our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body is all happening in the 3D. But my point is, we do on the physical body is where kind of the inner child hangs out, and it's still sometimes seeking affection and love and holding, and and the human system appreciates that, right? And then there's something called the spiritual body, and it starts to connect into all this wonderful work, and it starts to connect into the etheric realm and to this beautiful divine energy that's here. And that's like fuel to the physical body. It's like, oh, I can keep going, and I have this so how important all the bodies are, kind of equally, really, because, right, we want to integrate them. We want to help them come into kind of a collapse into like one centralized field of collapse, really. And they can with the inner work. That's why we keep doing it. And so, yeah, then you can start to kind of have a zero neediness thing going on in your relationships. You just start to feel like, my relationships are like a perk. I'm already feeling very filled up on the inside. I'm already feeling very whole. I have an integrated system. I love people. I love them, but I'm not like needy for them. And then if someone is having a hard day that I love, I have no judgment, because I'm not like, first off, I understand, I have compassion. That is also a wonderful result of a whole system. You have access to all those beautiful divine higher energies. Your soul is full of them, so you're like tapped into compassion. You're just dropped into empathy. You're full of love. So in your relationships, when they feel like they're, someone's having a tough time, what once might have been challenging to hold space for them, you're kind of like, I'm just ready to work with you. I'm here. I get it, and you want a hug, right? They're like, yes, I do. That feels so good. And this might have been even a year ago that you were in the same situation with that same person. They might have said that to you, someone really close to you, and you might have taken it personally. So a lot of what we're doing on our planet is we're taking things personally, and who's taking it personally and why, as you can see, often isn't coming from the soul. It's coming from any non-integrated energy. We're taking our friends personally, we're taking our families personal, we're taking the world personal. We're like, ooh, what is this? The world is happening to me. I still know certain folks sometimes that are have been on the path a long time, and I'll hear them speak as if they're taking the world very personally. Like, what's up with the world today? I don't get it. This thing happened to me, and somehow their system has gone offline from consciousness, and now they've moved into that victim mentality, right? And it's like, I'm talking about folks I haven't even known can work on themselves for a long time. That can happen to, because it can feel really dense at times. It can feel we can have a part of ourselves that feels really sad, or it feels overwhelming to certain parts of ourselves, and suddenly that too feels like a lot. Does that make sense? So we're just hearing the message is important to, nourish all of our bodies. That's what we want to bring in this balance to: the physical, the emotional body, the spiritual body, the mental body. I think I shared I'm in development of an online platform, a soul school, and Spirit had brought in, these 11 pillars of work that we get to do together. It's just, and then very quickly after was like, hey, don't forget, it's all the bodies to be incorporated into those pillars of wisdom and healing. There's like, certain folks are very physical. Some folks' systems right now are very mental. You want to have something for everyone. And I was like, until they fully integrate their system more, Some people are very spiritual and they're not in connection to their physical at all. Their physical body, just like you've probably seen some of those, maybe even spiritual healers in the timelines. You're like, why is that person so spiritual looking and but their body really seems like they're having a hard time with their body, Sometimes you hear that they kind of just discard their body completely. Well, we could do that. It's not like you have to be focused on the body, but the body is your temple for keeping you going in this life for some time. So if that matters to you and you want to have a long life, right? You have some longevity. Highly encourage also allowing your body to have its experience and to, love your body and take care of your body. And then you can hopefully be around longer in this body and feel good. That's the other piece. Not just be like, I have a body, but I feel horrible. So thank you for sharing. It opened up the space for some more of that, and hopefully some of that was helpful too. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Reagan, very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Hello, Susie. I'm glad you're here.
Sorry, I went out for
No.
a minute, but
All good.
I want to be where you're at. Like, I want to like hook up with my guy. I really feel like I am the fire horse of the earth, the fire horse.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
very excited astrologically, and
Wow.
I brought that up because this is supposed to be like a really good year for me.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Taking a gallop on the wild side of consciousness, as they say.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like last night during my meditation at home, I connected in a really good way like I used to a long time ago. You know, I had an incredible experience with like a vision of Jesus that lit up my life, and I heard the words God come from the sky. This was decades ago, and I've always been able to see colors. I've had orbs come to me, but I've never really been able to get that spirit back or another spirit guide at that level. And
Mm.
want so terribly, but
Mm.
all of the things you were saying are things I need to do, like self-care.
Mm.
I'm always busy doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to incorporate qigong into my daily practice.
Mm-hmm.
Connect more in my private time.
Yeah.
With my me time. And I appreciated you bringing up the film with the bucket. I actually, that was my lesson with the kids today. It was funny
Yeah.
you mentioned that. I read them a book about their, things were happening bad. Kids were teasing them, their bucket would get empty, and then
Mm-hmm.
the teacher praised them for a report that they wrote, and it was filled, and then they realized they were helping others, and they were filling other people's buckets, and at the same time theirs. And
Yeah.
so I appreciated that you brought that in, and just kind of felt like full circle.
Oh,
Today.
nice.
But that's what I need to do. I need to fill up
Hmm.
my own bucket, spend time in nature.
Yeah. Nature's so big, isn't it? It's such a big one.
I was really enjoying my walks with my husky, and then I bought a puppy for my son. And now my leisurely walks are like great because these times I'm like, okay. And now I use it.
You're like, actually, this is not very relaxing.
So I've got the leash with two, and he's like pulling on the other one's leash, and like unclicking his thing and letting him set him off. Like, all right, calm down. Like, okay, so it's important now that I take my lead time with me because my beautiful morning walks with my calm husky are no longer with the boxer pup.
I know.
Which is fun in its own way.
Yeah.
I feel really good though. I feel like I'm ready to get more serious about the balance you're talking
Yeah.
about, the self-love and care.
Yeah, it's a really big component. And it changes. The balance is going to change as the wind changes, honestly. I mean, the frequency of which you're existing within in a moment, you might just feel all kinds of energy for service, and you're just like, yeah, I'm feeling creative and inspired, and I'm serving. It's like, okay, that's great. And then where's the time for you just to receive? And, there was once a time where I had to like really check in about that because I was so immensely in service that I thought that was just me receiving because it felt so good. But that also was seen at times where I'd finally get a little tired. I was like, well, Spirit's like, well, that's because that's you giving more than receiving. You need to see that balance there. So if there's a real way to describe balance, it's also the giving and receiving of energy and love and light, right? And so we're supposed to really learn both. Again, I know I've spoken of this a few times in our time together, and we'll continue to, because death is really it's part of life. And when we transition from this body, that specific review that you'll go through, that we all will, which is a very loving, non-judgmental review. Some part of ourselves like, what? Am I judged? I'm gonna be like, no, you didn't do that. No. And as far as like, remember and know, you are not feeling judged. There is no critique in that. But there is a very specific, like, how much love did you give and receive fully and freely without getting snagged? Kind of a quick little snapshot of your entire life on a screen. Oop, there's one. There's one. There's one. Oh, gosh, yeah, relationship with mother. Didn't quite get that one. Something snagged me. Didn't quite forgive right there. Wasn't really to give the full capacity of my heart because I was feeling like she might hurt me again. You know, it's like very simple stuff. And pretty much if you find out as you do your review that you were snagged in some way, your soul will say, well, hey, let's go back for another round. Let's see if we can try that again with a new set of parents over this part of the world, in this nationality, this amount of money, this type of life. You're like, oh, and it's very strategic. So, yeah, I mean, why not just now and this life? Learn now, you know, and if it means that we have a few more parts to integrate, a few more waves of forgiveness to move through, a few more folks that we can literally know for sure that we're still having a challenge really resolving something with, like spend time with that, you know, really like, what is that? What blocks me from just, and it doesn't mean that we need to go and hang out with them. It just means that they're a mirror for us. Our relationships are mirrors. So they're like, something about that relationship is triggering, right? Okay, let me go in. What is that? Oh, right, there's a part of myself that's still, and they're basically just reflecting back to you something about yourself that hasn't fully resolved. So it's like, thank you for the mirror. Thank you for being a mirror, right? And so getting back to the balance, it's like, it's a balance just to do what we just spoke of, to like really take time with our energy and listen what we need, and where are we getting snagged? Where is there flow? Where do we feel guided to serve? How do we feel like maybe it's time to play? It's changing. And I love that when we tap into what we're talking about, the more that we become good at listening deeply, like on an intuitive, receptive kind of truly, like I live a surrendered state to spirit. Like people talk about it, they're like, I'm living in a surrendered state. I am here to be guided. Well, some of us are doing that 50% of the time. Some of us are doing it 90% of the time. Some people are doing it 100% of the time. They literally are dropped into a surrendered state. And I know that Spirit has got our back. Spirit is like, I'm going to help you learn the lessons as a soul that you signed up for, so there will be this balance today. There is service because that's going to teach you something. Oh, today it is really about resting. Today, I'd like you to call your dad. You're like, what? No, I'm serving. I really like to serve. Actually, today, in the morning, I'd like you to call your dad. You're like, oh man, I don't really want to call my dad. This is an example. So it's an amazing thing that you'll be guided and it'll be in service to your soul's evolution all the time. So, you know, sometimes there's some part of ourselves that's at the wheel and we're not listening. And usually it's some part of ourselves that really has been around for some time. You know, there can be adult selves that are still, like maybe we work with today in the meditation, that might have the ability to take the wheel for a second. You know, even just a few months ago, you might have had a part of yourself that rose and you didn't know how to work with and kind of got stored a bit. You know, but then there's a lot of times there's a lot of old energy that we just think is normal. You know, the other day my daughter said to me, she was saying she's a little stressed, she's going through some stuff, and I could feel the part of her already, even though she's a young girl, but that was very young, that was the one saying that stress is normal. She had normalized stress. A lot of the teenagers, people also, have normalized stress. That stress is normal, it's motivating, it's helpful, it's a part of life. I said this to someone who was even more conscious the other day, and they said, well, it isn't it? I was like, no. In fact, talk about the physical body, how it affects the physical body, how stressful it is on the physical body, right? It's hard on the body. The body tries to store that energy. It's a little bit hard on the body. It's what causes tension and sore necks and digestion challenges. For example, digestion specifically connected to lack of self-worth, typically. Isn't that interesting? I mean, it's connected to a lack of being able to digest life, but specifically self-worth. So, meaning that at this time, we have an opportunity to get really real with ourself by our surrender to Spirit. And I'm so grateful that we do have that ability, because as you just connected today, Eric, to your spirit team so beautifully, we all can. You know, we really all can. Yay for that. And our spirit team basically is just a group of folks that are working for Spirit.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to do a little bit of mantra work before we close today. I know I got to be on time. So does anyone need a mala? Do you want a mala? Yeah? Okay. So we're going to hop in to mala. At least maybe one or two. Let's see how it goes. You're welcome. Woo. Thank you so much. All right. So we all have our malas for all. I did send the link to a few others on live stream, but we'll see if they joined. If you don't have a mala, that's fine. And if you do, that's great too. Mantra work is so profound. It's so beautiful. Just taught a class, a group a couple days ago, and they had never even done, some of them had picked up a mala before. Hi, Jim. What's up? You want one? Okay, yeah, great. And some pretty amazing things happen in that room. This one's one of my favorites. Been through a lot. I got this from Alma. Do you know that healer? Yes, that's my little Alma mallet. So I was actually looking for that. So glad we found it. Jeez, it's in the bag. Okay, so yeah, for those who have not done any mantra work on a mala before, it's all good. And like I said, some pretty powerful, miraculous, cool stuff started to happen in that room with some women the other day. Just a couple days ago, most all of them had never done any ancient Sanskrit mantra. We work with one specific mala that day, 108 beam mala, as we're going to be doing today. 108 recitations of one mala, which is mantra is ancient, profound prayer, right? It's prayer that's been chanted. Any one of these would be chanted for thousands and thousands of years by lots and lots of souls. Again, just as a reminder, every time we chant on even just one mala, we're chanting the vibration and frequency of anyone and everyone who's ever chanted it before. It is infused into these prayers. That's why they're so powerful. Even one mala a day, depending on what you're working with. Based on what was called for today, we're working with Om Vajrasattva Hom. Om Vajrasattva Hom is a beautiful mantra for really just clearing away those cobwebs we were talking about that might be settled upon our system, our heart, our mental body, our physical body, our emotional body, our spiritual body. Cobwebs kind of hanging out in the bodies that prevent us from fully integrating into our soul's light, from fully shining forth our beautiful soul's light into expression, and really just the removal and clearing of all hidden obscurations. Om Vajrasattva Hom is that beautiful assist. So what I love about Om Vajrasattva Hom, as you can hear, you don't need to know what you're processing. You don't need to understand it. You don't need to go, well, today Om Vajrasattva, I need you to, because that's exactly what Om Vajrasattva works with, is all the hidden obscurations, all the stuff that maybe you saw but you didn't want to see, or maybe the stuff that you've never even seen yet, right? It could be even not ripened karma that's coming. In fact, you can even ask for Om Vajrasattva to work, because often karma ripens over time. So it's like, oh, do I really have to live in this karmic cycle? Om Vajrasattva says, no, let's work with it right now. Do I really need to go through another round of something occurring so that I can learn this lesson? Om Vajrasattva says, okay, with great courage, I ask for you to please chant with me this mantra, Om Vajrasattva Hom, and really set your intention for that, right? Please, Om Vajrasattva, help me release and clear and cleanse anything and everything that's been hanging out inside my energy system any obscurations in consciousness, any hidden, just simply not seen energetic dynamics that are inside my chakra centers. These could be patterns, these could be programs, these could be remaining worries, doubts, insecurities, polarity, duality, any remaining attachments. Again, these are past attachments, current attachments, possible future ripening of karma attachments that were coming for you, anything around aversions, anything that I'm resistant to, that I don't even realize that I am, like it just has not come into my consciousness yet. It's like, oh, again, like we said, we've normalized it. Oh, it's fine to be like averse. Actually, we're in a fully conscious, illuminated state. We're not really averse to anything, to be honest. So let's see, internally for yourselves, you can speak whatever your intention is. You can gather some of what we just shared, or just a little bit of what we shared, or none of it, and you speak your own internal intention now and say, my intention is Om Vajra Sattva, and then speak it internally, please, now. And we will move into our 108 bead mala. I invite you to take that deep breath, dropping into your heart, dropping into your soul's light now. Again, if you're not already there, holding that intention, clarifying your intention. And we'll say out loud together one time, just to say it so you know how to speak it. Om Vajra Sattva. Home. Excellent. Here we go. We're going to start with our first bead. It's not the middle bead, it's the one next to it. You can run it through your thumb and your middle finger. That's kind of a nice way to do it. It runs through pretty easily that way. Here we go. Om Vajra Sattva Home. 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum, 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 Om Vajrasattva Hum. Deep breath. Feeling that beautiful scintillating light moving through that beautiful frequency of your body and your being now. Om Vajrasattva serving as the catalyst to the greater awakening of your soul through the release and purification of what you don't even need to know was work with right now. You can just trust and know that Om Vajrasattva works best when you don't try to. Taking a slow, deep breath. A message coming forth for Susie right now, that your spirit team is simply waiting for you to feel them, not see them more, if that's okay to say. Starting with just feeling them in your meditations. Just this really like, let me just let myself feel their presence, feel their assistance, feel their love, and just let that be the intention of your meditation. And then a notice, if you would, as that unfolds, any visions or images that you might see, and trust in what you see. Excellent. All right, we're going to move into a closing prayer together. We thank you so much, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, to all the angels, to all the archangels, to all the guides that have been here with us, the ascended beings. We thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity to serve these beautiful souls here, as well as just simply serve as a conduit of the light to move through. It is a great honor to serve in this way. Thank you for this healing that occurred, the revealing that occurred in our time together in this sanctuary today, as well as to our healing work that occurred across basically all universes and galaxies into the cosmos. We went, that the people that we love, the ones we care about and have felt us today, have felt love, maybe in a whole new way. Maybe they just felt a dose of love coming into their hearts and souls in a new way, healing way, that happened and helped our beautiful city today. We went beyond to the country quickly. We went to our beautiful country as well as our world and beyond. So thank you, dear Spirit, to all the unifying forces of light that were here with us. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the clearing. Thank you for the purification that happened for us, through us, to the many and beyond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the remembrance that we as a soul, as our souls, have this unlimited potential to serve just by sitting in this room together. The vastness of our capacity to help others when we remember our power, our genuine, loving, divine power that was given to us, through us, by the divine as soon as we took a body. And there's never been a lack of it. We've never not had it. We just may have forgotten at some point that we did. So awakening within us even now, even more so, our soul's gifts to come online. We say yes to whatever's else to unfold for us, because we know that we will lovingly and graciously hold them and serve with them in the divine honor to you, dear Spirit, that is deserved. It is truly a great honor to serve the light. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we say, and so it is, and so it shall be. Amen. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Very powerful. You're always very powerful.
Yay.
Your presence.
Oh, I love you, Susie. Yeah. Thank you. You got a little hug.